Hi, it's Mitz from My Life Mitz. I hope you are doing well. Thank you so much for being here. Today I want to work in my travel journal and I have about maybe 20 minutes and I want to sit down here and just chat with you while I journal. I hope that's okay. I don't really have much, like anything interesting to talk about, but I still wanted to kind of sit down and chat with you while I work in my travel journal. I have two travel journal setups that I want to do with you on camera, and so I'm going to just get right into it. This beautiful insert is from Skylar Hand, and she's already collaged the pages in advance, so you don't even have to worry about finding the vintage pieces or papers and trying to kind of match them together. It's already done and the paper is nice and thick. I don't know if you can hear it, but it's really nice quality paper, so I'm so excited to start using this. This is the front cover. I haven't decided what I want to write on there, but I'm just using the regular sized Traveler's Notebook from Traveler's Company. This is the Narita Airport edition in the leather brown. So let's get started. I'll just apply this clip here. And so we went on a trip a while back, not a while back, let's see, July, almost a month ago, I want to say. And I didn't bring this with me, like this physical book. I had this A6, I brought this A6 with me. I was trying some bullet journaling during that time and trying to see if I liked it. I really like this A6 size. It's so compact and handy to carry with me. And unfortunately our camping trip was canceled because of the rain, but I felt like this did not add too much extra bulk to all the other stuff that I had to bring. So it's just a simple notebook. This is the MD cotton there in the A6 size, and it's just blank pages. And so I used it, and I was doing the bullet journaling, but I also used it to write down some journal entries as well. And I think I really like this process of just going somewhere for your vacation or something and just writing down whatever comes to mind, how you're feeling at the time, what the room looks like, what it smells like, what you're hearing, those kinds of things. I think it's really fun. So I just have this Superior Labor pen clip thing here, and I had just one simple black pen, and I made sure the pen was waterproof so that if I do decide to add watercolor to it afterwards, it won't bleed. So I think I'm going to rip these pages out so that I can use them in my travel journal. I explained this in my previous video, but some of the service areas, like the pit stops along the highways, they have these stamps, and you can stamp your way in your travels. And I think there's even like a collector's book and things like that, but I'm not sure. I just enjoy getting those stamps so that I can use them in my journals later. I realized later on that I was a bit too close to the edge, so I made sure that I kind of shift it over a little bit after a while so that I have a bit more space to cut it out. I really like this cover. This is the Chic Sparrow in the black creme black beauty, I think it's called. I think it's part of their clearance section, if I'm not mistaken, and I asked for a smooth black one, and it's really hard to see on camera because it's so dark. Let me lighten it up and see if that helps a little bit, but you can see it's really smooth, and I really like it. I just think it fits so well It holds my A6 notebook really well, and it was a really nice companion for my trip. All right, so let's get on with the journaling. I think I only have like 15 minutes left. This might have to be split up or I might have to film several videos and then kind of edit them together. So this is part of the hotel. It was really nice. I just sat there while the kids and my husband went to the onsen. I'm not a huge onsen person. Onsen is like a big bath, hot springs bath. Does that make sense? So it's natural and the water is very nice and warm. There are different temperatures as well. It's supposed to make your skin all nice and smooth, and it's all very natural. And my husband loves onsen and my kids do too, but I'm just not very comfortable with being open and just, yeah, like everybody is all naked and just, it's very comfortable for them. This is part of their culture. The Japanese culture is to go into the onsen, and I'm just really not comfortable with that yet. So a lot of the times I actually really enjoy the time when I'm alone in the room by myself, and just I usually end up journaling. So yeah, and so I think it might be part of the drive there. I wanted to use some of the papers from Techo as well, make some into like pockets and things. Of course, I wanted to do tip-ins as well. Maybe I'll make this into like a pocket. Do that. I can tuck my journaling inside this pocket, so I'll add some adhesive here on the sides. I'm going to sit down so my voice might be a little bit distant, but I don't really have much to talk about. It's been extremely hot and humid. I cannot get used to this summer in Tokyo. I say this every single summer. For those of you who have been with me for years, you probably hear me ramble on and on about the hot summers in Tokyo, but it's so hot and difficult, and I guess this year especially has been very difficult for me to get used to it, and I'm just always so exhausted and tired. I feel like this year has been so bad. I haven't been able to like bounce back, and it's not that I'm sleeping late or anything. I told myself not to work overtime. Like I usually work after my kids go to sleep, but this time I told myself that I really need to not work on weekends. Like, I mean, I still work, but you know, not to reply on weekends. Like, don't reply to emails on weekends, or just I've made a lot more concrete decisions to give myself time to rest and relax and recharge. But this summer has been really tough for me. It's been really difficult. I haven't been able to really bounce back from the heat. But anyways, so there's a quick pocket right there. We can stick. Maybe I'll cut this one out. I think I will cut it out. I can't forget to date the trip. I always forget to date the trips, so I mean, I have it in my Hobonichi cousin, but I always forget to date all the entries. And there was one trip that we went to Konnichiwa, and I don't remember the date. I have to write it in later. So how have you been enjoying your summer so far? A lot of the places, I haven't had my real like summer vacation yet, unfortunately. My husband cannot take days off, so we might go somewhere in September instead. This is kind of neat how it overlaps, so I think I'll put it right in the middle there. So we took these like small, shorter, long weekend type of trips, but we haven't been able to take like a big chunk of time off for summer, and so we hope to kind of do that for September, hopefully. I envy those, I was talking to the design team, I envy those people that can take off like 3 full weeks or like a full month off. I think is it mandatory in some European countries to take a summer holiday? I don't know if it's mandatory, but it's very common, so I really envy those people that are able to do that. I guess it's difficult though. When you come back, you have this huge pile of things waiting for you. So this place was rather old and very aged, but they renovated the rooms, so I really liked that. So everything was brand new. I think we were one of the first customers since renovations, so everything was nice and new. All the tatami flooring, the tatami flooring on the ground was it was very fragrant. It smells like tatami, and it was really nice actually. So I think I'm just going to layer that there and stick some washi tape. I don't think I will be writing anything here on the back, so I think I'm just going to stick that right on there, and I will probably write the date of the trip there. So this hotel, once we walked in, they took our temperatures, of course. We had to disinfect with alcohol, and yeah, there was a guy that said the only job he had was to greet and take everybody's temperature as soon as you walked in. And I guess they're just taking extra precaution, which is appreciated. Just so that, and I'll probably discuss this later on, but like during the buffet, they kind of spread you out. You had to wear a mask, you had to wear extra special gloves for handling the food, and it was very I think it was done really nicely. Of course it took a lot more extra effort, but it's absolutely needed in this time. I think I'm going to continue this washi tape actually all over to the other side. I like that I don't have to worry about finding these other bits to collage. It's really nice. It takes your mind off of things. All right, so this picture is I took it probably while we were driving these huge rice fields, and I don't know, so I've already journaled in here. I don't feel like I have much else to say, so I think I will stick this down as well. And that's the good thing, is if you do your journaling while you're on your trip, if you have like 10 minutes, you're waiting for somebody, or you're waiting for something to finish, you're waiting for your husband to, I don't know, your significant other to get out of the shower, you can easily take a blank notebook or blank piece of paper. Some hotels have like a paper pad, and I've done this in the past. I would just journal my thoughts, and when you come back from your trip, you can easily just stick that in. I know some people finish their journaling during their trip, and I would love to do that, but I just get so exhausted after a day of going out and things, and also I don't want to bring all my supplies. I have young kids, and I have to worry about their clothes and extra clothes, and first aid and all that stuff, so I don't want to have to worry about bringing planner supplies. And so yeah, I've been enjoying the process of just writing on a piece of paper while I'm there and sticking it in my journal afterwards. I took the stamps out so that I can stamp something here. Let's see. Maybe I'll stamp here, family onsen trip. Oh, I should have added a tab. Oh, I'll do that for the next, maybe the next, or I'll add it here. I tabbed a whole bunch of tabs out ahead of time so that I can quickly look through and see what I can use. Do something simple. Maybe something like that. Or something smaller. Maybe that would be better. Then I can staple it. So in Japan, there's these seasonal ice creams that come out every single year, or it's all year. I think it's all year. They have different types of ice cream flavors that come out. It's so much fun, but as I get older, I find that I'm not really interested in eating ice cream. I know that sounds so weird, eh? Like my husband loves ice cream so much, but for me, I have one maybe once or twice a week, and that's about it. I just find that it's so heavy, and maybe because it's just so hot, I don't feel like eating. I know that ice cream is supposed to be refreshing, but I feel like it just makes me even more thirsty. So as I get older, I feel like I'm not really interested in ice cream anymore, but it's just so fun to see the different flavors and stuff. So there's that little tab. I think that's fun. I don't know if I make it smaller. Maybe it'll be too bulky. So I'll leave it like this for now. I might fold it up later because it's covering this up. See how that looks. It might be a bit too bulky, but let's keep it like that for now because I really like the look of this. And yeah, the pocket is right. It's like perfect size for this size paper. So let's leave it at that. I might just write stamp down here, family onsen trip, and then my time might be up, so I think it's a little bit wonky here, but it should be okay because it's just one stamp at a time. I'm not sure why this one is, oh, there we go, F-A. So do you have any summer plans or winter plans? I think for people in the south, it's winter now, if I'm not mistaken. I really wanted to visit Tokyo Disneyland once it reopened, but it's just not safe, I don't think, right now to be visiting there. And I think you have to reserve in advance, and it's just hard to get tickets. Family, yeah, it's just hard to get tickets right now, and probably have to wait till later this year. But I feel like later this year it's going to be flu season again. It's just around the corner, and it's just going to come back really strong. Were some of your plans canceled? I know some people have messaged me like they wanted to visit Japan, and unfortunately it was canceled. I wanted to visit Canada this year, but you know, unfortunately you cannot go this year. Hopefully next year when things are a bit settled down. I'm crossing my fingers. Are you the type that puts the stamp right back, or do you care where it ends up? I think this is July 2020. That's right, July 2020, so I don't forget. So those of you who have your travel plans canceled, have you used that money for something else? I know the Hobonichi is doing their like sneak peeks and things, and it's so difficult. I'm getting so confused with what to use next year. It's really, there's just a lot of choices and I cannot make up my mind because everything is so lovely. I think for sure I want to continue with the Hobonichi Cousin Avec for my just everyday journaling. I would really like to continue with that. For work, I am still using my B6, and the B6 it goes until April, so I think I want to give that a shot for now. And I don't know if I've shared this with you fully, but I'm using my weeks for my kids, and I really, really like that. So I think I'll continue. So for sure, I want to use the Hobonichi Cousin for journaling, Hobonichi weeks for my kids, and this B6 Takahashi Shoten planner for work. So those three for sure I know. And for travel journaling, I really, really like to stay with the regular sized traveler's notebook, so I will do that. I don't really need a planner insert. I just like these empty ones, or these blank page ones. This one is of course from Skylar Hand. I'll leave her link down below, but so for travel journaling I'll continue with this. Just the other stuff is really hard for me. But so I think my time is up. I better get going. I have to get my kids, so I hope you enjoyed this process. I know it wasn't really much. I was just chatting. I just really wanted to put on the camera and just start travel journaling with you, and just yeah, just sit down and catch up and see how you're doing. I think I'll keep this in this size, because if it's too long I feel like it covers it up, and this is very, very pretty, so I really like that. I think I'll leave it at that. I might stamp here something later. I'm not 100% sure yet. I might write up a little blob here and add some washi tape, but I will leave it at that for now. So that's it for now. I hope you enjoyed this really quick video. I hope you don't mind. I want to do more of these. I really want to catch up in my travel journal, so I'm going to do more of these. Just sit down and chat about really nothing. And if there's some topics that you would like me to discuss, please leave them in the comments below. Thank you so much for being here. I really, really appreciate you so much. I will see you soon. Please stay safe and stay healthy. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.